Howdy, y'all. Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. And today on the HermitCraft server, we have a lot to do. We have to implement some of the suggestions that that's right, I see you, that you made in the comments on my last video to start replacing all these logs back behind me here. Let's make this look fantastic. Let's make it look terrifying and just intriguing. But before we can do that, I think we might need to go sit in on another announcement. Bum, bum, bum. Now,
Come down, wall! Be gone! Be gone with you, wall!
Blow again!
Blow it again!
Keep blowing.
It's down!
It's 119!
Fly, you fools! Go find me riches beyond our wildest dreams!
what a bewildering time skip. I seem to be in Tangotech's base, but there's not enough snow. Oh, snow! What do we do?
There's basically an island that I live on. It does connect to the land, like way over there. You'll see a little trench I dug, and way over on the other side over there. But basically, what I want to do is place snow. Yeah, you can go ahead and fly. Oh, we're in a group. Fly around, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What I want to do is kind of start placing snow. I mean, the whole island has to be covered in snow and ice, right?
Right.
If you look at the southern tip over here, you can kind of see the style I'm going for. But today, if my machine would... Okay, all I want to do is just place snow, because that's the brunt of the work, and then I'll go back and detail it and stuff as I want when I have time.
Okay.
Okay, that's the thing that we can actually do. It's just dumping snow on a...
Just dumping snow on top of everything. If there's little water puddles and stuff, just put the snow in there as well too. Just make it all snow.
Cover everything.
Yeah, just don't go close to the towers, because that's where I want to do like slopes and stuff. So I would say,
yeah,
you know, stick close to the perimeters, and we'll just work our way in.
Edge.
You want this lake filled in too, then?
Nope.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, he's got a bunch of cars
just
he
the
pushed in
interior
there.
stuff.
He doesn't want anyone finding, so... For insurance purposes, they really need to stay at the bottom of the lake.
Yeah.
Yeah. They need to not be found ever again.
Jimmy Hoffa's down there.
So Tango, I'm curious, how much of because Decked Out is going here, right?
Correct. Yeah, underneath this.
How much of that have you figured out so far for what you're going to do?
I just started this weekend. I spent all day yesterday starting with the design of it and stuff, and just got a ton of notes scribbled down. I came up with a lot of really good ideas, but I would say I'm 30% figured out.
Nice.
So, a lot of work to go.
I was going to say, you aren't going to be using a lot of blackstone for that, are you? Because I'm still...
Yep.
Okay, because I still need like an
You still need some?
insane amount of blackstone.
Like, when you say insane, how much? Be realistic, and I
I
can
mean,
get you
like,
up.
what you gave me so far
It's a mere fraction, right?
was maybe like 3 to 8%.
Okay,
Like,
okay.
I'm not even a tenth done.
So basically, don't ever stop supplying you with blackstone, is what
Yeah,
you're
like
gonna
if
say,
you
right?
ever have leftover blackstone, just tell me to go pick it up.
I mean, I can make a ton of it, so
Like
yeah,
if you're getting it from your trading farm or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could just pick up the surplus
bartering.
if you just tell me where to go.
All right.
Yep. I obviously need a lot for this base as well, but
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, well, and if it's one of those things where you're like, realistically, Joe, you should just go build your own farm, or if you want me to AFK at your farm, like teach me to run it.
it's nothing for me to run it, so I'll just knowing that the demand is there, I'll keep going.
Ah, thank you, I appreciate it.
All right, fellas. I'm out of here. Pleasure.
It is time. It is time. Yeah.
Alrighty.
I understand.
And I am all snowed out for the rest of the day.
I think I'm gonna call it too. Just do a little chatty with my peeps here, and you
Joe,
guys, I can't thank you enough.
And this time I'm in the desert! Oh, I'm just all over the place today. Why? Because of more mistakes made in the past. Well, maybe not mistakes. Xisuma and I were riffing about an idea for a Minesweeper game at an HHH earlier, and, well, will you look here? That's right, here. That's right, right here. This is the working prototype, and Xisuma wrote a nice little thing here. I gotta do my best Xisuma voice when I read the signs. Welcome to Minesweeper, Joe. To play, press a button. If nothing pops up, you are good. If it goes kaboom, game over. Number you say. Iron equals 1. Gold equals 2. Diamond equals 3. You will see them after pressing a button. You also have banners. Use them to mark a square you suspect is a mine. Good luck! Okay, well, setting our spawn. The thing I'm worried about with this implementation of Minesweeper is that in traditional Minesweeper, it was impossible for the first button you pressed to be a mine. It would generate the maze or the minefield after you press the first button. So here's where it gets weird. There's no way for Xisuma to do that. He had to plot this out himself in advance. And so fortunately, I looked at this chest earlier. Need a hint to get started. It looks like, okay, the corners are safe. So we at least won't destroy this on our first go. That's good to know. We got a button, but no diamond, gold, or whatever. Is that what's supposed to happen? Huh. Okay. Got another button. So that might mean that there's no mines touching any of these. If it's, what was it? Iron is 1. Let me look at this again. We're gonna review this. Iron is 1, gold is 2, diamond is 3. Okay, so far we haven't gotten any. Okay, so that might mean that all 4 corners are actually entirely safe. Okay, so there's no mines touching any of those? Is that... Okay. Look at that! Look at that. Okay, okay. So there are 2 bombs touching the gold, but no bombs touching either of these. 1 bomb touching that. No bombs touching that. So since there's no bombs touching either of these 2, we know this one's safe. Oh my gosh, I love this. What? Okay. I don't know what happened. This was a great proof of concept, but I think there might have been some sort of quasi-connectivity or something. I don't think that the one I hit was supposed to be... Maybe Xisuma wasn't planning on diagonals being counted in there when he did the map. But, like, the functionality is there. The functionality is there. This is a solid start, Xisuma. This is a solid start. I am super hype about this. But, okay, I'm going to reset this real quick for Xisuma, and so that way he can run another Hermit through. So let's see. All we need to do is just go like that, and that, and that, and that, and that. No, I'm just kidding. This is ruined. Time skip! It seems like only yesterday we were helping Tango Tech put ice around his base, but you may recall he promised us some blackstone. And he has delivered. Well, he didn't actually deliver. He told me where to pick it up, which is kind of a similar concept. Like, if you ordered a pizza and they told you to come to the pizzeria, you wouldn't exactly say that they delivered. But this is 14 shulker boxes full of blackstone. And that is going to be fantastically helpful. You know what's also fantastically helpful is putting on an elytra before you fly. Because we still have plenty to do with getting our back box in place. You might say, Joe, why do you need so many shulkers full of blackstone? Well, there's still a lot to do on this back box here. Last time Tango gave me this much blackstone, and I collected it myself for a long time, this was all we were able to accomplish. So I'm hoping we can put a dent in a little bit more of this machine. But you know what? That's more of a kind of a straightforward, simple task. I could do that while reading a book. What I really want to do with y'all right now is hang out and let's do some tree innovation or tree novation. It's like renovating trees. Arborization. Brainstorming with trees. Trainstorming. Mangrove experimentation. There's something there. We'll get to it. You know, I was about to time skip from placing those blackstone chests down straight to working on the tree, but it turns out there's a wandering trader here who has the new mini blocks in stock. This is a recent re-addition to the HermitCraft server. We've had these mini blocks on here before. They're always a real treat. But so now I've got 8 tiny pearlescent frog lights. So those will be fun. In theory, the big problem with these is that you have to have whatever blocks you want the small versions of. Like, I would need a big smithing table to get a small smithing table. And I don't have that. I don't have any skulk blocks to trade right now. But those are going to be cool to see what people do with them. Maybe we can find a way to turn these tiny pearlescent frog lights into decorations for our trees. Let's go! Time skip! Scaffolds! I pork chop at you! Pork chop chop. Boom! Look at that. This is almost perfect, except for the fact that there's no details. You know? Pork chop chop. But anyway, what we need to do is I have got all this lichen on these mangrove roots, even though we're not going to keep the mangrove roots, just to make sure we gather enough lichen, right? So if I gather lichen off there, and off there, and off there, and off there, right? So now we've got not enough room for lichen in our inventory. Boom. Okay, great. Next problem. So let's go ahead and pick a packed mud. You know what? Let's start with something darker. Let's start with the muddy mangrove roots, actually. Gonna put muddy mangrove roots here. And then we're gonna come around like so. Okay. That's a little different, but maybe not exactly where it needs to be. Let's go ahead and greet Scar. Howdy, Scar. Okay. Yeah, I feel like that's still too close to the other one. Honestly, I'm not sure that that's quite what we want to go with. But let's just go ahead and try to keep messing with it for a second and see where things take us. So then if we created some sort of gradient here where we go into soul soil next. Okay. That's something. Not sure if it's something good or not. Let's keep rolling with this and see where we go. Honestly, I think it's still too high saturation. I think one of the things that worked really well about using the coral back here is that the gray and the desaturated lichens go together. We got some warm grays and we got some cool grays mixed in. But the browns here are just so deep and saturated. I feel like we're not quite getting the same feel. So these are pretty highly saturated. We're going to leave them here for comparison. Then we're going to take some lichen off these and try this other leg and see if we can do something a little bit different with it. What if we incorporated dripstone and packed mud? We used dripstone on some of the other ones. And, whoops, oh, that was the wrong tool for that job. But, like, the dripstone and the packed mud... The dripstone and the packed mud might blend well together with this on here and look creepier. Because the thing is, this... I was hoping the soul sand and soul soil would make it look creepier, but it doesn't. Whereas this looks weird. It looks like modeling clay. It's like somebody made a model tree. And I feel like experimenting with that further might be a good direction to go in. Let's do a few more legs here and see how it goes. Time skip. Okay, I don't know if he can hear me. He's over there.
Hello?
Hey, Cub, how's it going?
Hey, I was seeing if I could locate someone with a horn, and it worked.
Oh, fantastic.
That's it. That's all I got.
Do you want to see what I'm doing over here?
Yeah. What are you doing?
I am working on making mangroves creepier.
Mangroves creepier. Okay. By putting in what? You got some dripstone here. You got some. What other blocks you got? You got some mud in here in some spots.
Packed mud and then some rooted dirt kind of ties it together here and there too.
Ooh, yeah, fancy. Have you liked working with the mud block? Is that like a good choice? Do you think for this build and others?
Yeah, because it's got that desaturated brown, right? So if you look at the other like trees I've got here, they've got kind of a petrified feel, you know? And so I wanted to pull some of the color out of the mangrove roots, but without going full gray. Because the lichen already adds a lot of like low saturation green gray, you know, there.
Gotcha, yeah. Oh, I see you put mud bricks on the bottom of this too. Nice. I didn't notice that until just now.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Yeah, I always intended to update this with 119 blocks when they came out, and I'm really excited I finally can.
Yeah, it looks really cool, Joe. Looks really good.
Thank you.
By the way, this area looks really cool at night. It like shimmers and stuff. You fly over it. Looks really nice.
I'm so glad. Yeah.
Super cool, dude. Yeah. Awesome.
Cool. Well, thanks for stopping by. I was going to say, seriously, hit me up for help with those rockets for Monday, because I don't know that anybody else has an HHH thing yet.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty much done now. I'm just waiting for the final like cactus to smelt now. So.
Oh, really? Well, congrats, man.
Basically done with the rocket crafting. So that's a huge weight off my shoulders.
Woo! Yeah, that's been a lot.
It's been like a week of rocket crafting. So yeah, that's a lot.
Well, I cannot wait. I'm super excited. We should probably try and schedule the first game for like a Thursday afternoon or something, maybe, so that way we can get a big crowd.
Yeah, something like that. Still got a lot of potions I gotta brew and stuff, but yeah, that should work. That should work. Something like that. I'm excited for it. I think it'll be a fun time.
Oh, me too.
All right, man. I'll leave you to it. This looks cool though.
Oh, thanks. Catch you later.
All right, see you soon, man. Bye bye.
When a hermit flies away from the shopping district toward whatever that question mark thing is there, they will now be able to witness this. It's like terrifying, ugly cinnamon sticks rising up around the pond, forming a wonderful little grove of trees. But now's the fun part. We get to actually decorate this. In order to light these up properly, I was thinking we would replace some of the propagules that were there before with some of Impulse SV's Illuminate end rods. Largely because I'm too lazy to go get my own end rods. Here's two now! Can we take these two? Can we take the... Oh no, it's a skeleton. Okay, so we're not taking those two end rods, because those ones are undead. And we don't want our spooky trees to be haunted, right? Just kidding. But that's not enough. We need way more end rods than just those two. Okay, this honey vader is not... Okay, Impulse, your honey vader needs to be taller. Okay, it's... So you see how there's not enough vertical space there? The honey vader needs to go higher up than 3 blocks. Okay, but I'm not here to criticize Impulse. I'm just here to buy end rods. 2 diamonds for 64. Okay, I've got 2 diamonds. Oh, he's got all the colors of the frog lights. Ooh. I haven't actually really gotten to look at these up close. Look at this. It's so verdant. Wow. And this one over here, it's like a warm sunbeam coming through the window, hitting the carpet. I just want to lay down. I just want to lay down on the carpet on this. Ooh. I feel so warm and loved. What a delight. Wait, is that how he does it? Does he have them in the floor? 2 diamonds for 64. Well, okay. You got me, Impulse. I didn't come in here to impulse buy. But, hey, and apparently I got an achievement. But, wow, okay. 2 diamonds for those, 2 diamonds for those. Boom. Impulse SV. Yeah. Yeah, you made a few sales here. You know what I haven't checked? I should probably go check to see if my frog shop is selling any more tadpoles real quick. Time skip. We return to this dark cave in search of any sales we might have made. 4 diamonds! Hey, that's gonna offset what we just paid Impulse. We can just throw that in our wallet and be on our way. It looks like, though, plenty of tadpoles still available for sale. So, let's get back to work. Time skip. After all those Impulse buys, I am ready now to bring some light
You'll speak when spoken to!
Yes, I will be Dubs. I speak when I'm spoken to. I speak when no one tells me to. I live my own life. I wield a sharp knife. I won't bow to the strife you attempt to impose upon me. I say...
Shut up!
Oh, okay. He told me to shut up. What more can I do? Time skip! That's right. It's party time. Everybody get those goat horns out and give them a sharp toot. We have managed to use all of the Blackstone Tango provided. So that part there got blown up by a creeper a little bit. But look at this. The back of the back box is in place. We can now soar over this way here. And show, boom, there's our warning label in relation to the entire back of the back box. We used 13 shulkers of Blackstone. I actually did some experimenting, and I got some Swift Sneak from Impulse. With Swift Sneak, I could empty an entire shulker in kind of rows that were 3 high in about 6.5 minutes per shulker. That's 27 stacks of Blackstone. So we made a lot of progress there. Back here at our mangrove swamp, we have made smaller scale progress, but progress I'm still proud of. Woo! As you can see, the fundamentals were sound. We've got the lichen, we've got the leaves. But you know what? Some spider webs, some drip leaf, a little bit of lily pad there. That helps. We got some dead bushes throughout here. But one thing I'm really proud of, I came up with this idea to put the mangrove roots here on top of the dead bushes. So now it looks like these are dead. Plus, I could take those pearlescent moonlight micro blocks I got from the Wandering Trader, slap those on there at a diagonal, and now they look like kind of weird, haunted, ghostly stuff. I don't know exactly what about them is so disconcerting, but they're so disconcerting, it's perfect for a haunted swamp. So I'm really happy with that. I also mixed in a little bit of terracotta here and there for accents in these legs. We've got the end rod propagules mixed in with iron fence propagules. Ooh. So let's go ahead and just kind of circle this. Let's circle back around and see how this looks from a few viewpoints here. I figure lots of people are going to be flying away from this rendog thing here and seeing the swamp for the first time in all of its glory like this. And it's looking pretty good. So good that I can take a break and submerge myself now. You may have noticed that this episode was mid-roll ad-free. That's thanks to Patreon patron M. Lavis. Thanks, M. Lavis! In lieu of that mid-roll ad, I will now read a haiku of my own devising. Planting living plants challenges the gardener, so I grow dead ones. Until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring.